Good evening and welcome to episode 2 of Stranded Alien Dawn, where it is dawn on the second day. We've just woken up, it's 6 AM, everyone's just woken up, and we have done something through the night. We have scavenged a few of this spacecraft. We've received a helmet and a power core. Don't know what they're for, but we've got them. Pretty cool. Also, we have discovered the bush, the broadleaf bush. So now, if you remember before, when you click on an item you don't know about, it just goes unknown. Whereas now, as we click on it, it tells us the health, the growth rate, the growth rate, and whether that's based on temperature and all. So we know if we want to plant these bushes, I assume we can plant them later. I don't know the actual thing, but if we want to plant them later, we know that this soil is good for them. The temperature's okay, and they're growing at 50%. It also means that if we cut them, we get 13 out of 20 sticks. So if we let this grow to 100%, we would get the whole 20 sticks. So, yeah, it depends on how and when and what you want to do to whether you want to get the full amount from it or whether you want to just get a little bit from it. So, yeah, it tells you the types of soil as well, what's going on down there. So, and it would be 20 over 24 days. So you can figure that out. And because we have observed something, we now have farming open. Trees and bushes, and we can plant bushes because we know how it works. So that's how you learn things. You examine plants, you learn them, and then you get to plant them, which is fantastic. Nice and simple. Now, one other thing, I was a little concerned about the schedule. About this here, only sleeping for 4 hours. Everyone was on about 50%-ish rest when they went to bed. So Annette is on 69, 77, 78 and 73. So I think they're going to need a little bit more sleep. So 4 hours is not enough. 4 hours does not seem like enough. What was the default? The default was, just anything. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set all of this. So go to bed at midnight, wake up at 6, and then work from 6 till 8. In fact, what I'm going to do is I'm going to change this so that I can sleep in. We might do that. Then I'm going to say, hey, at night time, relax. So they work for 12 hours, from 8 till 8. Then they get 3 hours off, relaxing, chilling, do whatever, just work stops. Then they go to sleep, and then in the morning they wake up and they can relax for a little bit, do what they want to do, or they can go to work if they're fine. Or more importantly, if they're extra tired, they can sleep in for a bit longer. So yeah, so they get 5 hours, 6 hours sleep. Then, yeah. Hopefully we'll see that. We'll do that. Every night I've basically got to test this and examine what's where with it, because yeah, we'd have to figure it out as we go. Okay, so what do we want to do? Well, we need to build a campfire. We need to desperately build a campfire because we need some form of food happening because we don't really have a great deal of food here. And also, conveniently, so don't time here, Canna just got a bad thing here. There we go. 8 on foot. Tables with chairs. Have you heard of those? We can fix that. Because in furniture we have tables and chairs. So we can do things like we also have beds and things, but we can't make it like those. So let's put down a table. We'll put down a table. Put it down over here. We'll put it here. And then we're going to put some chairs. And if I hold shift like that, and that just means that instead of them having to stand up and eat food and then getting this -9 to happiness, they'll sit down and won't get -9 to happiness. And it's easy to do. Dead simple. And it's all being made with just wood. And we have 41 wood. We need probably a little bit more wood, but we'll get there. Okay. Lara is now observing the wide leaf plant, and Annette is still. She's observing the tree. There are mushrooms over here, which I kind of want to observe as well, so I'm going to set those to be observed. Oh. Do I need to observe the rocks? Nope, don't need to observe stone. Bushes. We cut down here. So this one, have a look at this one here. This one's 94%, so it's at 19 out of 20. So yeah, we can cut them down. There isn't any way to cut down mature. If that makes sense. I think that's only with farms. So if you put down a farm and say, hey, just do it, it will wait 24 days, then it will harvest the bushes. So, but we kind of want to get some food. I was hoping one of these trees, one of these bushes would have like a berry. What's this? A tall leafy plant. Oh, there's a single one in the here. You'll also notice I've turned off the grass. I had to turn off the grass. It was doing my head in. So apologies if it doesn't look as good as it once did. That's just my choice. It was too busy. It was too busy for my eyes. So okay. So let's get some observing going. Let's get some building going. We have here some cooking. So what do we want to do with the cooking? Well, we want to cook things, which makes perfect sense. So to cook things, you have to quite simply click on the quick recipes option, because this is a quick cook area, and choose what you want to cook. So we have grain porridge, veggie soup, meat soup. We can't make any of because we haven't unlocked any of that. But we do have cook emergency ration, and that increases the ration's happiness by 6. I don't believe it increases the nutrition inside that. It just means it cooks it. Now there is a little caveat to cooking, that sort of thing. So if I click over here and click on the rations, hold on, here we go. These have a shelf life of 24 days. Under roof, they are infinite or indefinite. So right now they will stay forever because they're under roof. However, if you cook them, their shelf life drastically drops. So yes, you want to make them happy. You want to cook them to make them happier, but to make them better meals. But you don't want to cook all of them because they'll just spoil. So, see here, shelf life synthetic helm. What does that do? Blunt detection. Okay. And power cells. Ooh, don't have a clue any of those do. So you see that under roof. So all this is currently under a roof because we have roof here. So this is under a roof. So yeah, and out here, like sticks. Outside it's only going to last for 48 days. If you put it under a roof, it will last longer. And we could put it under a roof. We could put shelter around it, but I think for now we'll just leave it as it is. That's absolutely fine. So I want to cook up some of the food because I want to make it happier. I want to make it better happiness because we would like to do that. Also, it's going to level up our chef. So we can either say cook so many times, and that will do. Like if we say like once, it will cook once and then stop. Cook until means it will cook until we have this many in storage. So it's like keep a certain amount in storage. That's probably the one that I will do the most. And then forever is just go forever. Cook everything you have, or make everything you have, or do whatever. The until one is the one that I desperately like. So if we say 4, so whoever is our cook will come along and cook 4 rations up and then put them in storage and then wait. I think colonists are smart about food and they know which order to take food in, so they'll take the cooked rations before they'll take the emergency ration, and they'll take other food before they even take the cooked rations. So yeah, so we'll do that, and then I think Annette was our cook. Yeah, Annette's our cook. So Annette will come along once she's finished doing that there, or this here. We'll come along, she'll cook 4 up. Once 4 are cooked up, she will then put them in there and then stop and go do something else. So it's all automatic. The synthetic helm I probably want to give to somebody who going to do a bit of combat, but I don't know. We'll leave it for the minute. It's taking up space, and we could use that space for something else. But leave it for the minute. Canna's going to go and construct this here. Everything's going to work fine. Let's just observe these things, and we'll observe those, and we will come back once it's done, because I want to set some farms up, and really I should have started with mushrooms, because that's where, or tube plant, sorry, that's probably the food source. Okay, we're back a bit earlier, but Ken is eating at the table. You see there, he's finished the meal, and he's going to wander off now, and we don't have the -6 to there. We don't get any. Oh, we actually get a bonus for 8 on table. Oh, cool. I did not realise that. So there you go. So it's gone from -6 to a +6 just by building a table. It's the simple things in life. It's the simple thing. Okay, and an hour or so later we have a big pop-up appeared in the screen which I've never seen before. So, we put together a camp as quick as we could, considering the circumstances. We are not sleeping in the dirt, we have a roof over our heads and a fire to illuminate the dark, uncertain nights. And the most important, we have survived. To us this feels like an achievement worth honouring. We can gather around the campfire to celebrate being alive at 7 o'clock tonight. That's a great idea. That's a great idea. We're gonna lose an hour worth of work, but that's okay. Let's celebrate to give some happiness off. Yeah, it's a wonderful thing. And then tomorrow, probably we'll get some farms going because that seems a good idea. So, oh, it's raining. Oh, lovely. Oh, how very nice. Ooh. Oh well. At least they got some shelter. Let's hope it doesn't stop. It stops raining by the time our celebration comes around in an hour. Not really doing. Oh well. Let's have our celebration and see what we're gonna get. So, put on. Here we go. Right. Gathering for celebration. There we go. It has stopped raining. It has stopped raining. Nice. Everyone's just hanging out, celebrating. Very surprised the net's gone over and done that. Oh, it's 8 o'clock. It's finished, so it's 9 o'clock. But they work from 8 AM through to 8 PM. So 13. Okay. Oh, you just stop there. Okay, got it wrong. It was 13-hour work days. It's throwing me off. There we go. Then we're going to hang out, chill out, relax, have some fun. They're celebrating things. This will hopefully be a boost for morale. I really need to stop a net going around doing things. There we go. Okay, and everyone gained plus 20 from celebrating the camp. It's going to last for 2 days. Awesome. So happiness is at an all-time high because we have survived. Woohoo! Now we need to do is get some food going because our emergency rations are not going to last forever. Okay, so day 3 has started and what I thought was going to happen kind of did happen. Everybody slept all the way through till 8 o'clock. So they slept, and because they're allowed to do anything here, they carried on sleeping because that's what they were doing. However, now they've woken up. It's 8 o'clock, and some of them have gone to eat, and others have gone off to work. And I'm a little concerned that it's not gonna work that sort of way. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to change this to go relax. This. So they can get 6 hours of sleep. The 7th hour they can choose if they're going to be awake. They're going to wake up. That's fine. I might do this. No. Make sure they have 6 hours of sleep, 6 hours of solid sleep. The 7th hour they can choose to get up or go back, and then they will wake up here, which gives them an hour to go and get food and things to then start work. So they can go and do things there, and then afterwards they can do whatever. So if they're continuing to work here, they will go and carry on working. We could put a relax hour in here to force them to stop working, and then they'll come back and chill out and do whatever they want to do. But I think this. Again, every day I think I'm going to visit this for the first couple of days to learn how this works, to learn how many hours they need to sleep and what they need to do. So we'll keep coming back to it until we get the balance right. So let us examine plants, the bush, and the tuber. Okay, it is the dawn of day 5. Canna has got up nice and early. I'm going to go and observe the plant here, and this is not what I wanted. Not what I wanted, because she's going to go and observe that and then have to relax, which means she can't work. Which is not what I wanted at all. So I am going to put this back to relaxing, to anything, to force anything. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to say, hey, for the last 2 hours, you have to relax. I noticed sometimes people were still working at like midnight, and then it takes them a while to get back to here to go to sleep, so they're not sleeping long enough. So if I do this, it will force everyone to come back to the camp and at least be somewhere near the beds when it's bedtime. So, and yeah, it does mean that sometimes they might get up in the morning and eat food during this here, but then they've got 2 hours to work extra on the end. So give and take. We have discovered a few things as well. This plant here has raw smoke leaf on it. Now I have no idea what that is for, because you have to harvest it before you can get the what it is. Now we can harvest these because some of them are mature enough to do it. So let's give that a go, shall we? Let's harvest those. It's only going to harvest the ones that are mature and not the ones that aren't. So yeah, we can harvest that there. And this is grain. It harvests grain. It's a grain cob. So it's a corn of the cob by the looks of it. So awesome. Again, this can't be harvested yet, but because we've learnt these in our farms, we now have grain cob and we have smoke leaf. So I kind of want to get that going. I think that's going to be a really good idea. When you finish scavenging these, they don't disappear. I don't know if there's a way to destroy them later to get rid of them, but they don't disappear. So they're going to be in the way all the time here. So we need to pick somewhere to put our farms that's going to be clear enough. I'm kind of thinking like over here, kind of where this grain cob currently is. We've got some space up here as well. So let's plant some grain cob farms and get down here. So yeah, see, this is infertile soil, so we can't put it there. I think it tells us growth 80%, growth 100%. Yeah, see the green changing colour there. This is yellow, this is green. So if we put it here, and I'm going to do a 5x5. Boom, there you go, grain cob. Awesome. Smoke leaf, I don't know what smoke leaf is for. We'll harvest the ones here first, and then we'll find out what it's for. Trees and bushes, again, we can plant them. So you see, this is 75%, this is 100%. So yeah, so we can do so. So we'll plant that there. We'll check the tubers, and we'll get those hopefully, and they can be planted somewhere. I think the tubers need like this tile ground. So we might have to figure that out. Oh, there's a bird's nest. Okay, so let's go. Everyone will wake up and do their thing. Ken's going to start scavenging. And we have a hint popped up here, which is what we need to cover as well. Research and production. So we can build a research desk to research things and production desk to produce things, obviously. So let's build a nice wooden research desk. I'm going to put it there, and I'm going to build a nice wooden workbench. I'm going to put that one there. Okay. New resource CPU pause. Ooh. Okay, so here we go. Research unlocks new devices and materials. You need two things in order to carry it out. You need a research desk. It's a workstation. We built a research desk. That's fine. And we need a researcher who has an intellect skill, which I believe one of our people does have, and I can't remember who it is. So let's have a look. See, so intellect. You have a 1. You have a 2. You have a 2. You have a 1. So it's probably going to be Ken. We did set this up, didn't we? Research. Oh no. Those to 4. Okay, so somebody's going to research. Oh, but yeah. So what do we want to research? Well, I think we could do with houses. Might be a better idea. We have got tea boiling. This is what the leaves become tea by the looks of it. So so we can make tea. Let's do that first. We'll do tea, and then I'll do construction basics. So we want to build houses, and then we'll look into things like maybe weaponsmithing might be an idea. Yeah, I think that would make sense, because then we can at least equip everybody with maybe a bow or a spear or something. So should the animals come along, which they will eventually, they're going to cause problems for us. So okay, so we'll do that. Boom, boom, boom. Let's go. Hannah's going to construct this workbench. Oh, I took Annette off of research as well, because she was walking a long way to research things and taking forever to come back. So yeah, crafting works the same way as anything does here. So you can make different things. So you can get cloth, scrap cloth. We can make bandages. raw fabrics. 10 first aid kits. I want to make some bandages. Bandages from any fabric or bandages from scrap cloth. Now we've got scrap cloth. I'm going to make it out of scrap cloth. I'm going to say make 10. Make 10. Just make 10 for the moment. Because having them ready is going to be like a really good thing. So we know we have them. And then we can make some cloth as well. And 20 scrap cloth into 10 cloth. And then you return 4 scrap into bandages or so we get more experience going that route, but that's going to be easier for us. Let's make 10 of those as well, just so whoever's doing it can level up a little bit. And you can reorder things in here. You can change the order of how you want it to go, so you can say, hey, is it top, is it bottom, is it whatever you want to do it. So if you put in multiple items that are at make a certain amount, like we have here, cook until we have 4. So if there's 4 in stock, you won't cook them. But if you did another recipe and put it above it, it would always do that one before this one. So the ordering is kind of important as well. So okay. Hannah is getting cloth for this here, so she is going to be doing that before anything else. Lara's going to go and observe food plant. Wine to Annette about remaining stranded forever. No. Okay, so we only have a food supply of 4 days, which is not ideal. It's not ideal at all. Why is Annette? Oh, Annette can't do researching, can she? There we go. Discovered Heptagonia. Strange plant may be a rare thing native to this world. Named Heptagonia because of its distinctive shape. Produces a sweet syrup which can be collected and used for cooking. I wouldn't say no to drinking it raw either. Seems to be safe. Awesome. So we can harvest these for nectar, which means we can also come over here. Well, it's not nectar, but it's and harvest this, I suppose. Harvest those. When you click one once and then you click again, even though the harvest is highlighted, it's actually not. It's just it dropped back down to direct orders. So yeah, you have to read that harvest. Okay, so harvest those. That's cool. So we can get some plants going on here. What do these take to grow? Let's see. So they take 20 days to harvest first, and then 8 days every time after that, and they give you 10 sweet syrup. Awesome. So I think we should plant some of these as well. Peppercorns. It's a 2x2 medium minimum, and this is minus 25% growth because they don't like it here. They want to be by rocks and things, so over here. So let's put in unmovable obstacle. Let's put in under the same distance as that one away. We could put this all in here. Can we harvest this rock? Mine this rock? Mine the stone, but not the large rock. Okay, at least we can't get rid of the large rock right now. So we'll just deal with. We'll harvest these. We won't pick them. We'll harvest them, and then when they we'll get some resources from that, and see how it goes. See how that goes, and then we can go into here, the quick recipes, and we'll probably be able to make something new here once we get the things. So as soon as you pick up one of the goods, you learn new stuff from it. So that'd be. We've got smoke leaf. We can make tea, but we can't make tea here because we can't make it in the quick the campfire. What we need is a stove, a cook stove. We also have a chop block and chop wood into sticks. So let's get a stove going. We'll put it there. and we will get the stove cooking some things up so we can get more food, because we've only got 4 days worth of food, which is a bit of a problem. We also don't have enough storage space, so let's build another shelter. And we'll put in some stockpiles again in the bottom. So like that, and then we'll just say, hey, you, no construction materials, no construction materials. I could have just copied those ones and it copies the settings as well, but hey ho. Okay, you're making cloth from scrap. Oh yeah, you're making cloth from scrap. Okay. Okay. So we have the stove working. So let's have a look here. Slow down. So we can make tasty recipes and chef recipes with this. So quick, you can still do the quick stuff. You can make tasty recipes, which is bread, requires grain and cooking oil. Make chef recipes, which are fruitcake, other bits and pieces. Now, as I said, we don't have the tea in here because I don't think we've researched the tea yet. Or have we? No, we haven't researched it. It's a short story. Oh, somebody wrote a short story. Oh, nice. Okay. So yeah, so we need to research the tea, and then we can start making the tea. I think tea can be made on here as well. So, but okay, and we now have can I reach level 2? We've now got the sweet. In here anyway? Not using it. Okay. We definitely picked up the sweet syrup. Don't know what it's used for though. What sweet syrup is used for? Conveniently, it's canned up as well. Quite nice. The vegetarian. The shelf life of 24 days. Uses 10 for 1 meal. Okay, so they can just eat it. They can just eat it straight. Okay, fair enough. So if they can just eat it straight, then we'll eat it straight. So, also got this wrong previously. The green is spring. The red is summer. This is autumn, which means autumn, I suppose, dark autumn, and then the blue is winter. So we're in spring now. So it starts us off nice and easy. Okay, yeah, and that's going to eat some of the sweetness going on here. Let's nom nom nom. See what bonuses this sweetness gives her. It really fills you up. Well fed. 8 on table. Okay, so yeah, she's got plus 18 from being well fed. Nice. Okay, but that is just food. Cool. Okay. Yeah, this is a long way away, so this is a long way for people to come, but that's okay. Okay. We really do with some research going on, but we haven't, because we've got harvesting and stuff going on. We haven't really got anyone doing research. So maybe we'll change that in our activities. We'll actually get someone doing it. I think we're probably going to go with Lara's our farmer. Maybe we'll get her doing it. I know she's only got a low level, but if you increase the rank of it and she does it, then she'll learn it more. So the more you do, the more you learn. So you might as well get on with it. So. Okay, and we'll get Lara working on some research. So she's our farmer, first and foremost, and then our researcher second, and then Kanna and Ken can be the researchers after that. And Annette is not going to be a researcher at all because not very good at reading. So she's good at transporting, even though that is a really long distance for her to walk, because she's a slowpoke. So, yeah. Okay. Harvesting. Oh yeah, because she's a farmer first and foremost. So she's going to harvest all that. So Okay, it's going to be a while before we get things going, but we're okay. We're okay for food now. We have enough food to last. Raw food. Oh, that's interesting. Oh yeah, they're allowed to eat raw food. Enough for 13 meals. Okay. I think we're good. I think we're good. Okay, so I think that's where we're going to leave this one, and we will come back next time and carry on. We're learning things. We get things going. You see, this has been scavenged. The salvage process has been done. We can't salvage it anymore, but we need spaceship deconstruction to get rid of, to salvage it. So we can scavenge and then we can salvage, and then once we salvage it, I don't know if we can deal with the land. I would really like to, but we'll see. Where is spaceship deconstruction? Don't see it listed in there. Nah, might be something we find later. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this one, and I hope to see you again in the next one. And until then, as always, have fun.